Hey everybody, welcome to the Agent Mastermind class. We are here with National Real Estate Agent Training Coach, Mr. Scott Hudspeth, and Scott has a special guest with us today, Mr. Glenn Marino, and they are going to show you today, guys, a way to, just a way to change your business with a really easy to do strategy that can make all the difference in getting new listings or not getting new listings. Scotty, without further ado, my friend, take it away.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. So, I appreciate everybody being here. This is Scott Hudspeth, Agent Mastermind, and today we're going to cover something that we covered in January, and it's not going away. Why isn't it going away? Because it's working, and when it's working, I thought, you know what, we need to do this again. There's a lot of buzz on the street in our private Facebook group about what is actually happening and what this strategy is. It's called the flower pot strategy. So. Glenn Marino is here. He kind of brought this to the table, and you know what? You can take the kinda. He brought this to the table and called it the flower pot strategy. And the reason I got Glenn on the phone, he does this. He trains agents over in Illinois to exactly what to do. So he's going to be here with me, showing some stuff. He's going to show the letter at the end. And so we want to get through this, share with you the mindset of what's going on here, and just how to get this thing implemented ASAP like yesterday. So without further ado, Glenn, you ready, man?
I am, Scotty. Let's have some fun.
All right, brother. So let's get started here. So first off, next week, before I do this, so we're gonna dive into Facebook. I want to show you, if you're here with us right now, you don't want to miss next week. So how to market your business on Facebook, and this is the best part, without annoying your friends. Okay, the secret of inbound marketing and how to use it to earn way more in commissions right now. How Sean used only Facebook to close 24 deals in his time in business for $165,000 in commissions. Thing keeps popping up. How to 100% systematize your Facebook marketing so you can spend it on other things. And what major mission Facebook weapon? And excuse me here. I keep getting my screen blocked. What's major missing Facebook weapon an idiot can add immediately and supercharge every single relationship you already have? So that's next week. Don't miss it. All right? Plus a live Q&A. So the game plan today, the flower pot strategy, examine cold calling versus in person. I'm going to show you some results that an agent had, and I believe she's on the call with us. Paul, I'll have you find her here in a second. Law of reciprocity, giving something of value without expecting anything in return, but asking for the business in return. So we're going to show you that. We're going to show you results in advanced marketing, discuss lead generation, 12 prospecting tips, the scripts that are working, 5 top seller objections, and the things you should do, okay? So that's today and today only. No, I'm just kidding. We'll probably be doing this one in a couple of months, right, Glenn? So
Absolutely.
Join us if you're joining us for the first time, really quick, this thing's blowing out of control. We're at 5,300 and growing. And it's facebook.com/groups/agent mastermind. 5,200 agents there. Very private. Ask anything you wish. Only the people in the group see your post, not your friends, family, or coworkers. And don't be shy. If you have a question, I'm guessing that maybe hundreds of other people have the same exact question. It's not a time to be shy. We can't help you if you don't ask. So facebook.com/groups/agent mastermind. We'll bring that up at the end. So flower pot strategy. Glenn, man, what a brilliant idea, brother. I mean, holy crap. We've been talking about results in advance, doing something of value for the seller, on a listing presentation that you go to, doing something of value for the expired listings, also the FSBOs. Man, like where'd you come up with this, man? Seriously?
It was just sitting around talking with some of my realtor friends and saying, what do you do? How do you go about marketing to the expired to the FSBOs? And it sounded like everybody was a goldfish in the same pond. They all were sending out postcards. They all were sending voicemails. And I said, boy, if I did my business that way, it'd be hard for me to seem to be a unique individual. So I just started looking at what do we have within our marketing tools, or what can we create marketing-wise that makes us a green fish, and came up with people can throw out postcards, they can delete voice messages, but it's really hard to throw out a flower pot or a nice flower, especially when it's decorated with your home. So that's how it came to me. And then with the help of some of my realtor friends, we decorated a flower pot and then started getting results, and it just took off from there.
Got it. So who can use this strategy? A broker? Like you are, every agent that I talk to, every agent that's on this call, you are a .me, right? It's your own business, so own it. Broker owners to help his or her agents. Like Glenn Marino, every single day of every single week, if I'm not mistaken, 4 hours a day has people in, real estate agents, that he helps get this strategy going and then holds them accountable to actually doing it. So tomorrow, I'm super excited. Jason Sprague, I think, is on the call with us, and he's got a couple agents watching. And Glenn, get this. So, have you ever been to an Apple store where everything's Mac and it's like you go through the mall and it looks like the mall's closed until you get to the Apple store and like, oh my God, there's like 50, 100 people in there?
Yeah, they're all in there.
Yeah, so the agent I'm visiting tomorrow, his broker owner, has built a real estate company inside a mall that is all Apple. It looks like feels like Apple does. So tomorrow I get to visit him, and he's got 200 agents. We're gonna share with him some ideas that can help his agents to have one of the best years of their lives, 2014. So I'm super excited about that. I might even have to do a video inside that store because that's just, I don't know, there's no way I can go there and not
Sounds awesome.
Doesn't that sound awesome? So here's and I really appreciate you guys throwing this out there. A couple of you guys have implemented this. Here's one, and I just took a couple pictures off our private Facebook group. Here's another one that somebody did, and in fact, somebody just shared with them today one of the things they did. But here's another one. These things look awesome, by the way. So congratulations on people taking action on this. And probably the funnest part is seeing the results. So here's one from Jocelyn. She says, received my first call back from the flower pot, giving on a listing presentation next week. Super excited. So Love Agent Mastermind, I appreciate you. Can't wait to hear the results on that. Here's the big one that I just absolutely love. Check this out. So Jamie, hey, Paul, could you do me a huge favor and find Jamie for us? I was going to chat with her just for a second. But so she did this. I think that this was March 10th. So it was right after we did this. She went out, bought the pots, did the stuff, sent it out. And I'm going to scroll right down to the middle here. It says, so far, I have signed up one listing at $224,000. Here's the best part. Average for our market is $132,000. I had an appointment today, and he decided that the reason he chose me from the stack of 8 letters is he received what I sent, a handwritten note that was specific to his home. I have been asking back tomorrow. So, Jamie, is that you?
I got her unmuted.
Jamie, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Good. I appreciate you joining us today. I sincerely appreciate you posting your results and sharing with the world that, hey, this stuff really works. And, I guess the best part is, like, you're hitting double, if not triple, the average loan size that you were used to with new listing amounts. I mean, in this bottom one, just hung up with a listing this morning. They canceled another appointment to join you. So tell us a little bit about what happened there.
Well, I reached out. I spent some time with Jeff on the phone. Jeff Carter is my LO.
Excellent.
Spent some time with Jeff after finding the site, and we had some conversations about what was happening in the flower pot webinar. I had just missed. It was, I think, the time prior to that, but we had a conversation about it. And so the next day, I got on. I downloaded. Sorry, looking at music too often. I looked up to see what was expired. Made a list of people I wanted to reach out to, and using both the agent marketing site that Jeff set me up with, and then I have some background in graphic design and marketing, so kind of pulled both of those things together and put together a packet to mail out.
Okay.
I had posted. We have a seller's packet that we've been sending ahead when we go into a listing appointment. And so it included that seller's packet and a handwritten note, explaining this particular one. I said something that I liked about the property. It's a lake house in Springfield. I like their view. So they called, went on the appointment, and he said he had them all lined out on the table, everyone that had sent something to him.
No kidding.
He did, and I actually took them when I left. Well, actually, I took them when I went back and signed them up. I wanted a chance. Yeah, I just wanted a chance to see what was being sent.
Absolutely.
So he said, that the reason why they called me was because there was a handwritten note, and if I took that kind of time, to prepare the materials before I even got it, that they knew I would take the time to handle their listing the way they wanted it handled.
Wow.
So, they had another appointment with the agent who they had bought the home from 4 years before, who coincidentally buried him in it, and she had had it listed when it expired. So they had another appointment with her that afternoon, and they called her and canceled.
Wow.
So they called me the next day, told me the listing was mine, and I'm kind of direct. That helped because, you know, when they asked questions about the property itself, you know, I was honest about what needed to be done to it to get it sold. So
sure.
It's a combination of things. But the reason why he called me, what got me in the door, was the handwritten note.
Unbelievable. Yep. So you took a little bit of time to do something special that doesn't exist anymore. And today, I think we always try to hide behind automation and social media and all this stuff. So, Jamie, I really appreciate you sharing your results and just a little bit. You know, if you change somebody's business just from them, you know, now writing handwritten notes to get more business, that, you know, you've changed somebody's life. So I sincerely appreciate you being here today.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thanks so much. So that kind of leads into where we're going next, Glenn. And that is 4 parts to a successful sale. One is traffic, relationships, call to action, and follow-up. This flower pot strategy, I don't know if you've looked at this, Glenn, but it accomplishes all 4 of them. It helps you get traffic, helps you build relationships because handwritten notes, something of value, something special, helps you get in front of the people if you are good with people, which in this case, you know, everybody on the call is salesperson, so we should be good in front of people. It helps you with the call to action. We're going to give you scripts for that. And then, of course, the follow-up is everything. I can't even tell you how important the follow-up is. So you almost got to be obsessive about the follow-up until we say, our little saying is, till they buy, die, or opt out. So that's just, that's 4 parts to this. So let's talk about this. And Jamie just shared this with us, relationships. It's not about what you do or say. It's how you make them feel. So she wrote a handwritten note. They felt as if Jamie could help them with their listing the way they wanted her to help them. Just because she took time, which you can't put a price on that. Look at the money she's making because she took a couple minutes to handwrite that note.
Scotty, say that one more time. That is such a huge part of this. Is what the seller believes that Jamie has, she already has a vested interest. She already sees value in that person's. Right. You know, whatever it may be, it turns out it's a home. It's a very valuable home. But that is such a big part, man. Reiterate that one more time because that is such a big part of how this works.
Yeah, so this whole thing is taking a little bit of time that you can't put a price on, to do something of value for somebody else to help them, to make them feel good, make them like, you know what, this person's not just doing something automated. She's not doing something that's just that everybody is doing. She took time. She's the only one that had a handwritten note, and that's all it took. Now you put a flower pot with a handwritten note, and you just kind of, now you go, wow, what is this? They look at it and they smile. Who doesn't smile when you look at a flower pot? I mean, that's the cool part about it. So doing something of value, that's kind of where we're going here. So selling essentials.
Scotty,
yeah.
I got 2 little tips there that work very, very well. Because again, it's great to put a handwritten note, but we've asked our agents to go get you some colorful Post-it notes, just like UPS and FedEx when they deliver something. If you're not home, they just stick it on the door. Tip number 1 is deliver them after 3:30 in the afternoon, because typically the kids are coming home from school at 3:30. Mom, grandma, grandpa, somebody might be home then to receive the kids and to receive you delivering your flower pot or your basket of marketing materials, your gift of marketing materials. And if they're not there, you stick a personal handwritten note, nothing in length. Tip number 2 is put the little Post-it note like your FedEx or your UPS and saying, I just delivered you a basket of goods, a basket of marketing materials. Hi, it's Jamie, please call me. All handwritten and nothing big and elaborate, but people like that personal touch. They look down at the ground. There's a basket of goodies that you've just left for them. They take it inside. It sells itself. They want to pick up the phone. They want to call you.
Amazing stuff, man. Thank you for the tip, Glenn. So handwritten notes, once again, prevails. It's still, you know, it's amazing that it still works. You would think that people just wouldn't have any feeling towards a handwritten note, but oh my God, it's just how many times you go to the mailbox and there's never anything handwritten in there. So that's if there is, it's the one thing your eyes are drawn to or you're interested in. So ask yourself, and this is, you know, Glenn was awesome at this. He says, what is my competition doing? They're sending out postcards. They're calling and leaving a voicemail. Do you want to be just another postcard or just another voicemail? or do you want to be something like, like Glenn said, a goldfish all by himself, swimming by himself, the goldfish, right? So get this. I don't know if you guys seen this or not, and you might not have. I posted it on the Agent Mastermind private Facebook group. This guy went, I mean, these look amazing. Did you see these, Glenn? I mean, this thing, he has Aaron, a good friend of mine. So he took it, he said each one of these were $10 each. So
oh my God, they look great for $10.
Aren't they amazing? So he went to the dollar store, bought the vase. Those are fake flowers. Of course, we're going to show you what he puts in there, the postcard and all that stuff. But guys, think about this. You get one of these as a seller. You're like, oh my God, they took time to put this together. The flyer that's in there is a flyer of their home. The postcard is a postcard of their home. And, I mean, it's all done for them. It's something of value. They're like everybody that has delivered these face-to-face, the results are amazing. People smile. They go, oh, my God, this is so beautiful, that type of stuff. So congratulations, Aaron, on that. I really appreciate you sharing that with us. And he's working with the title company to help other agents. And so it's just amazing all the people out there that are coming together to help other people be successful. And, guys, I can't stress enough, doing something of value for somebody else, just out of not with any expectation of anything in return, just going, I've done something for you, and we're going to share with you the scripts on exactly what to say. It's so short and so sweet, and if you practice it, I guarantee if you do it 10 times, I don't know how many times, you may do it once and get one listing, you may do it 10 times and get all 10, I don't know, but you have to do it. It's not a matter of if this works, it's a matter if you work it. So should I call my leads, Glenn, or should I make an in-person visit? Why don't you talk to us about that?
Well, I gave both techniques. The higher conversion rate is going to be the one where you make a personal visit. We all know in sales that people do business with people that they bond and trust with. When you can eyeball someone, when you can shake their hand, you're going to get a much higher conversion rate. People within 5 seconds make judgments about, do I want to do business with this person? But for those on the call who might not want to necessarily make that personal visit, I thought that we would at least let them know that you can go about this by making, say, phone calls, and that there's some certain rules or techniques that you might want to follow if you're going to make some phone calls.
Jamie just sent it out. Jamie just said, here, I'm going to send these out and see what happens. Look what woo! It's awesome. So cold calling, you have to put this in your calendar. I don't know about you, but if it's like if it's not in my calendar, it's not getting done because I'm going to react to whatever happens on Facebook. Somebody calls me, somebody stops in, whatever else is going on, I'm going to react to it. If I don't have something in my calendar that I'm going to do from this time to this time, it's not going to get done. So call your leads weekly to connect, engage, and interact. I can't stress enough about how important it is to build deep relationships. We're going to go over the numbers and how crazy it can be here in a minute. Don't take incoming calls when prospecting. I don't know how many times I call people and they answer the phone and go, can I call you right back? I'm with somebody. Why do people do that? It's such a lack of respect. So, especially when you're on the phone with somebody and they hear your cell phone ringing and you just put them on just hold, they don't feel important anymore, right? It's like, oh, somebody else is more important than I am. Oh, wow, I see how this works, right? Don't sell anything over the phone ever, ever, ever. Let me repeat that. Don't sell anything over the phone. You have to go for the face-to-face. We're going to talk more about that. 50 to 60% of expired FSBOs don't ever answer the phone. Just know it going in. And you know what? 100 of them are going to say no probably the first time. Just know that going into it. So if you call 60 prospects a week, 24 to 30 will answer, 24 to 30 live conversations. Goal is at least 5 appointments. Not to try and sell somebody over the phone 5 times. Get 5 appointments. We're going to show you the importance of doing that. So only reason you're calling is to get face-to-face. Agree with what they say and get an appointment. Any selling will be done in person after prospecting session. Put notes in your database. So real easy tasks there. 11 things, really simple. Put it in your calendar, make the calls, do the stuff, right? Glenn, this personal visit, you got this mastered. You want to tell us like about this one?
Yeah, on the personal visit, again, you're trying not to sell anything at the door. You're going to use your results in advance marketing to really do a lot of your speaking. You're going to be polite. You only have to really create 3 marketing materials to put into the flower pot. We're going to see later on a cover letter. We're going to put in some property business cards, and we're going to put in a brochure. Whether you have a system, whether you use Fiverr, we're going to talk about how you create those things. But it's all about you've already created for them, whether it's a property website, a photo gallery, a virtual tour, a what's nearby, brochures, property business cards. The agent before them and the agent after them did not do this in advance. So you want to be able to create that that wow moment for them when you say, you know, there's nothing being bought or sold for me. I happen to be a real estate professional in your neighborhood. I noticed that your home was listed for sale, and unfortunately it did not sell. You know, my goal here today is to let you know that if you decide, if you're serious about relisting your home or remarketing your home, be subservient to them. Say, I would just love the opportunity to interview for the job of marketing your home. So please accept this gift, which is the flower pot all decorated. Please accept this gift of marketing materials that I've already created for you. I'll touch base with you in a couple of days. You know, you have a wonderful day. Please accept my gift. You know, I'll talk to you in a couple of days. Sell nothing at the door. They take it inside. They're appreciative of the fact that you are a nice woman or a nice man, and they all of a sudden they start taking out your cover letter and they see that you've created all this great marketing material. They probably will call you before you get to that 48-hour mark, seeing if they're serious about relisting their home. They'll probably pick up the phone and give you a call.
Right on, right on. Cold calling versus visit. So once you see both techniques, choose the one that's best suited for your personality. You know, Jamie, she just sent it out, and then she started making phone calls. She had results before she even picked up the phone, which I think is awesome, awesome, awesome because of the handwritten note. So law of reciprocity, really quick. Reciprocity is the social psychology refers to responding to a positive action with another positive action, rewarding kind actions. If you provide marketing materials in advance of your marketing with sellers, in advance, not the day of or in advance, like you can do it before you get there. That's the whole key. Give something of value, because look what happened, what Jamie did. She sent something of value. They canceled the appointment after she did her thing. So that's the power behind, oh my God, they did something for me already. We have to let her in the door. And if you're first, it's probably not going to be a number two. If you're second or third, you're going to get the chance because you're doing something of value that your competition is not doing, okay? So first, ask why the expired home didn't sell and they did not renew their listing agreement. You know, like Glenn said, it's so easy. I'm so sorry that your home expired, you know, and I would love to interview for the position. If you decide to market your home again, accept this free gift. I look forward to talking with you guys soon. So you can share with them what's in the gift. You can share that I've already created something for you. If you decide to market your home again, I mean, you can twist this, but if you don't learn the script and you don't use the script, then obviously it's just not going to work. But interview for the position, I want to market your home. That's the bottom line. It's not sell, market. Market to sell.
Semantics of that,
right?
The semantics of interview for the position versus I'd like to sell your home. It goes back to what you were saying earlier about how you make someone feel versus what you said. It has a different feel to that altogether, in my opinion.
Right.
Well, it leaves them in control. It leaves the seller in control because you're asking them, should you decide, not that I'm trying to sell you that you want to hire me, should you decide to want to list or market your home, I would just love the opportunity. Be one of many, knowing confidently that I've got great marketing tools, but I would love the opportunity to interview. Like they're the employer, you're the employee. You'd love the opportunity to interview for that job.
Here's, I want to make a good point that Glenn put down here. He did this PowerPoint. So in fact, any flyer, brochure, or website should make no mention of price. It's not about the price. It's about you getting the appointment, face-to-face appointment, and building a relationship. Go ahead.
Scotty, that is so critical right there because many of the agents, when they take information out of the MLS and they see it's an expired and they see that there was a price on it, $250,000. Do not make the mistake of creating your property website or your flyers or your brochures with a $250,000 price in it. You have not gotten that 1 hour appointment yet. You have not presented your CMA, and if you put that $250 in there, you may bias the seller by saying, I told the previous agent that we weren't going to sell at $250, and look at this. This new agent thinks it's worth $250. Do not put a price in there. Put in call for price. Call for price, and then they just focus on your marketing.
Right on. Good point, Glenn. Thank you very much. So law reciprocity, it can be used for new listing appointments. Now, we're talking about expireds, but what about creating a flower pot for a new listing appointment that you're going for tonight? Why wouldn't you do that? Or tomorrow, or the next day, or why not do something of value? Take it with you to the appointment after sending an email or a text showing them the mobile version you've already created for them before you even get there. Think of the power behind that, right? FSBOs, and here I'm going to talk a little bit about numbers in just a second, but FSBOs, it's not just a FSBO. That's where you got to get off of the FSBO or expired. It's people, and people that you go deep with and build a deep relationship with are those people that are going to provide for your families because they're going to refer their friends, families, and coworkers, okay? And I'm going to go over that. And then I have current and past database. How do you provide something of value to current and past database you've done business with? Keep building the relationship. Don't let them forget about you. Contact them. We did a class on phone burner and farming your database, handwritten notes, and real-life stories of victories that you've accomplished for people who were trying to get into a home that didn't think they could, and so go back and watch the farming your database. It's really powerful. So you can't think of it as just expired or FSBO. So think about this. Okay, so here's the story before I go into these numbers. What if, and I'm going to pick Jamie. Jamie, what if I was to stop by your office and go, hey, Jamie, you know what? Here's $100. Thanks. I'll see you tomorrow. Great, right? You're like, that was nice. God, I hope he stops back again tomorrow, right? Okay, I do. I stop back in tomorrow. I give you $100. You're like, God, man, that Scott's really a nice guy. Man, I really hope he comes back tomorrow. But God, if he comes back tomorrow, man, I gotta do something for him. So maybe, God, I don't know. Like, I don't even know who this guy is. I gotta do something for him. Cook cookies, cake, whatever. Like, bake him something. So I stop back in and give. Like, you're gonna feel obligated to do something of value for me, right? That's how all this stuff works. Why do we do nice things for somebody that we're trying to date or who we want to marry? Why do we do nice things? Because we want them to marry us. Why do we do nice things for sellers? Because we want them to let us list their home so we can build a relationship. Why do we want to do nice things for FSBOs? So we can build a relationship of their 50, 60 friends and times 10, times 100, times 150. So it just never ends. It's not about getting the sale. It's about building the relationship because you have no idea, and some people on the call could probably track how powerful one relationship was in their business and go back and go, I've received 10 referrals from that one relationship just because I've built a friendship with them. Seems like once a month they refer me somebody that works with them, one of their friends at the club, one of their friends at the card night. Well, somebody is always getting referred to me by that one person. What if I had 10 people like that? I would instantly double my business. Well, heaven forbid I have 150 people like that I really go deep with that are referring me their friends, family, and coworkers, and I'm just part of their lives. Guys, this is real stuff. So what have you prepared? And this is Glenn put this list together. I appreciate this, brother. So this is just a simple list, and we're going to show you how to have somebody else do this for you for a very, very, stupid cheap cost. Create a property website. Create a flip book presentation. Create a property business card. Create a brochure. And some people are going, oh my God, Scott, I can't. Awesome in her business because she can put really cool stuff together and it's how she would want it to look. But guys, we're going to show you other people that can do this for you. You don't have to spend the time to do it. So don't get all crazy and go, I'm out right here. I can't do this stuff, because you can, because other people can do it for you. Think about this. If I had to spend $100, and these guys are spending $5, $10. If I had to spend $100 to get a new listing and sell that listing, would it be worth it? 35, and I'm not saying you have to spend 100. I'm just saying spend very small checks to cash really big ones. Average commission in my area is $3,500. Average commission in California is like 10 times that, right? So, all right, and I skip forward. So create a brochure, create a text message number so somebody can text for information and get information back about the home. That's pretty common nowadays. Create an e-postcard. Glenn will share that with us at the end. Create a hits report. Where's the traffic coming from? Is it Zillow, Trulia? Is it Facebook? Is it Google? Where's all this? Where's the traffic coming from? Because if you can call on a weekly basis, say, seller, yeah, I've done all this really cool stuff for you, and I've done results in advance, and we like each other, I like you, and you like me, and we want to work together. Here's how I'm going to communicate with you on a weekly basis every single week to let you know that what I'm doing is working. and then and that we maybe will need to revisit the price down the road if nothing happens. So I'm going to provide this hits report, and I'm going to call you every week and go, got 20 hits on Google, got 15 hits on Facebook, got Zillow, Trulia, all these Google Places stuff that's coming in, all these hits coming in. That's where they're coming from. So I just want to let you know we got a lot of traffic coming in. We had 3 people at the open house or 30 people at the open house, whatever. The hits report's going to share that with you. So another thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use the largest social media on planet Earth, Facebook, to get 40,000 eyeballs, and that's a whole nother strategy. If we did a class on that, so I'm not going to do that today. And what if it took you only 20 minutes to prepare it? What if? Okay, here's what I love about this is I go, okay, we talk about this thing called read, reduce, eliminate, automate, or delete. Okay, so how do I reduce me doing the flyers, the property website, the flipbook? What if I hired somebody and said, hey, do all this stuff. I don't care how you do it. Just let me know how. Just get it done. I have a listing appointment tomorrow. I want you to market to the expired listings. I want you to market to the FSBOs. What if you had somebody doing that for you? What would your business look like in 90 days? It'd be silly, right? What if your presentation looked like this every time you went to an expired listing, or a brand new listing, or you walked up to a FSBO and said, hey, yes, I'm a top real estate agent in town. I'm not here to try to list your home. I am here to provide you something of value to help you get more exposure for your home. And in the effect that you don't sell your home, I would love the opportunity to interview for the position and help you market your home even further to a larger audience. You think you would have a relationship there like instantly? And if you didn't, who cares? Keep going, right? So traffic. Glenn, how do we get traffic on this stuff? Really quick before you do that, let me just go off on one little tangent. And I did these numbers just a second ago, but one face-to-face, guys, listen to this. Each person knows 50 to 60 people. Michael Mayer was on a couple weeks ago. He said 50 to 60 people each person. Friends, family, coworkers. 150 deep relationships that know, like, and trust you equals 7,500 to 9,000 potential friends, family, and coworkers. It's game over if you get to 150 of people that really, really know you. And if anybody ever mentions real estate, buying, selling, anything, they would refer you. It's not that hard, and it doesn't take that long. You just have to focus on it. Okay? So, traffic. What is a lead, Glenn?
Well, the lead is the gas that drives the car. So, we all have these great marketing tools that we can prepare brochures and property business cards, but we need to look at where can we get the leads. So if you go to the next slide, it's going to kind of give us some help on where can we get some leads, and a matter of do we spend our time developing our own leads or do we buy the leads.
Right.
And you're going to see that there's services like RedX and LandVoice, once we get the leads, we're going to get on the phone and be offensive with it. You can spend anywhere from $40 to $115 a month on FSBO or expireds. People say, well, I can go in, and I got to say, even though you can buy them, a lot of my agents are going right into the expired listing in the MLS and developing their own leads, and they're going into for sale by owner websites. And they're also pulling out pictures and bedrooms and bathrooms and creating all the marketing materials for the FSBOs also. But a recommendation is, I've got some offices that the broker owner pays for RedX, pays for LandVoice, and these agents, they're sitting on a gold mine. They every month they're getting FSBO and expired and Liz Pendants leads, and take advantage of it. I mean, it's going to save you some steps and save you some time. It takes as much time to do a $750,000 expired as it does a $75,000 expired. So you may as well go after the one that's going to pay you the most commission.
Yeah, go after what kind of paycheck you want, right? Like, okay, I want a God, Glenn, you got somebody buying $1 million house. I like those.
Oh, absolutely.
You don't need many $1 million homes to have a really nice living. So I don't know, it's maybe a little out there, but why not? I mean, pick your poison. If you never hunt for the $1 million listings, will you ever get one?
Well, let's take a look. I mean, real quick. I mean, John Latrenta, who has got the 2.2 million since doing the strategy. I mean, he's done 586,000, 385,000. I mean, he's probably been in the range of 350 to 600,000. I mean, he could have picked something lower, but he said, no, I'm looking for a bigger paycheck, and he says, I think my services and what I'm providing, the results in advance, are well worth it. He feels empowered with these marketing tools, So he has no problem of talking to that $500,000 person about why to hire him, because he's already done so much marketing in advance for them. And again,
So,
here's some real quick math.
Go ahead.
Here's some real quick math. I mean, if you get 200 leads out of RedX times 12, that's 2,400 leads a year. So when you multiply your membership within, say, a RedX at $89 a month times 12, you're up to $1,068 a year, and you're going to get over 2,000 leads. Well, okay, I spent $1,000. Goes back to your idea of cut some small checks to make big checks, but just one $200,000 listing could bring you a commission of $6,000. So I got $6,000 to pay off the $1,000, and I think we'd all be, we're all kidding ourselves that we'd only get one good sale. I mean, we're already seeing results from many of our agents that they're getting multiple results, multiple good things.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, and the same thing on FSBOs. FSBOs, they're going to start to wane and want a real estate professional added to their sales force. And if you start to show your results in advance, your flower pots to the FSBOs, when they get ready to market with a real estate professional, they're going to call the postcard, the phone call, or the person that took the time to give them all the results in advance. They're going to call that person who took the results in advance approach. So within 30 to 60 days, your program, your business is going to be very, very busy.
Very busy. Here's one thing I got a test for Jamie. This is a good test. So Jamie probably wrote the postcard and said what she wanted to say on the postcard. Here's what I would love you to try, Jamie. Have someone else write it this time and send it. I'll bet you will have the same results. Now you have freedom. You don't have to do the marketing to get a $255,000 listing. Someone else can write those for you, and I guarantee you, if that is their job today from 9 to 11 to market to 10 expireds and 10 FSBOs, or however many expireds there are, or however many FSBOs there are per day, and they come in for 2 hours a day. Here's the thing. People go, you know what, Glenn, nobody's going to want to work for 2 hours a day. Right? Well, if you put an ad out there and somebody answers the ad, do you think that's what they want to do?
I'll tell you who's going to work for 2 hours a day. I mean, we got some agents that go right to the local community colleges and they look for interns and some college kids, and this is stuff that they like doing. They like working with computers and the internet. Let somebody else prepare. Then you do the hard work, and that is getting in the car, ringing the doorbell, and delivering gifts of marketing materials. Oh my God, eyeballing, shaking hands. Yeah, let somebody else do all the preparation work. That's the.
In fact, on the 29th, we have a virtual assistant that charges by the hour. So she's going to be on showing you all the stuff that she does for real estate agents. Look, I mean, she's amazing at what she's doing right now. So she's going to be on the 29th of this month. So don't miss that class as well.
Oh, cool. That'll be great.
Yeah, that'll be really good. So what's next? Prospecting. Let's talk about that. I love these PowerPoints you put together, brother. So 12 prospecting tips. You want to talk about these? I mean, we kind of goes the same with like your daily plan, right? The kind of like put this in your calendar, and you guys can get a copy of this. But time block, call 60 to 90 leads a week, however many leads you can get. Like, do it as if your life depends on it. Don't take incoming calls when prospecting. I kind of went over this before. The yes, they'll say no. Who cares? Don't ever, ever, ever give up. Your life depends on it. Things will happen, especially if you take the approach of something of value with the FSBOs, with the expireds, with your current listings. You will start to build relationships. Think of those relationships as one person times 60. Now I have 60 people that know, like, and trust me, or eventually will if I build a deep relationship with this one person. Even if I don't get the listing, build a relationship with them, right? Hey, hey, congratulations on who you chose to go with. I know we're upset about it. You wouldn't say that, but hey, congratulations on selling your home. If something doesn't work out and you decide to market your home again, I would love to interview for the position. Hey, would it be okay if I followed up with you from time to time to see how it's going?
Absolutely.
Would anybody say, no, I think, that'd be great. Send them an email, send them a text, friend them on Facebook, private message them on Facebook, pick up the phone, call them once a month. Hey, I just checking in. Hey, did you happen to sell your home? You have any luck? Build the relationship. How long is it going to take? 30 seconds, if that, 2 seconds. Do you have to be the one that sends the email? No. Do you have to be the one that does the private Facebook message? No. Do you have to be the one that sends the handwritten postcard like Jamie does to somebody that you didn't even get the listing from? No. Do you have to be the one to pick up the phone? Why not? That's where the power at. That's why we're in sales, right? We like face-to-face and confrontation, right?
Scotty, if we can give some piece of advice here, if they would follow what's called the 3-10 rule, 3 in-person visits a day, 10 phone calls a day, their business will blow up. And when I say 3, it could be 3 expireds a day, it could be 2 expireds and 1 FSBO, it could be 1 expired, 2 FSBOs. And again, they can start out with just smaller success blocks. I mean, so many go to these classes and they walk out with like deer in headlights and smiling and going, this is fantastic, and they got a shiny new whistle in their hand. And what they failed to do is set the goal. I'm going to do 1 a day. That's 5 a week. And the LOs who they're associated with, you can be a huge accountability coach to these people by calling them up at the end of the week and saying, did you at least do 5 of these results in advance? Did you deliver them? And if not, why not? Because, again, that's what it's all about, is you need to not just know this theoretically, academically, you need to actually have a goal and execute it, and at the end of the week you're going to say, I did it. I got 5 out there. I got 10 in 2 weeks. I got 20 by the end of the month, and now you're going to start to see results.
Right on. Glenn, here's some scripts you come up with, man. I love these scripts. So here it is. Hey, Glenn. Hey, may I please speak with the owner of the home that's selling for sale by owner?
You got them.
Hey, I understand you're selling for sale by owner. Now, Glenn, I'm not trying to interfere with that. I was just wondering, are you cooperating with real estate agents?
Well, yes, we are. You bring me a buyer, and I'll pay you a 3% commission.
Oh yeah, totally get. Okay, sounds great. Do you mind telling me a little bit about the house, Glenn?
Well, yeah, my house has 3 bedrooms, and we've got 2 bathrooms, an in-ground pool, hardwood floors, etc.
Hey, that sounds really nice. Is there, Glenn, is there a time that I could stop by and just take a look, just in case I have a buyer that's looking for your specific home? It's hard to sell something I haven't seen. So, are you going to be home tomorrow afternoon, or is Thursday afternoon better?
Thursday afternoon sounds good. My wife will be home.
Perfect. Okay, look forward to seeing you there. So I got the address. Hey, I'm going to do something a little special for you, Glenn. And this isn't me trying to get the listing. I'm going to send you an email. Do you mind if I get your email? I got this really cool way to help you as a for sale by owner get more exposure for your home, let more people know that your home is for sale. And I'm going to send you an email. Do you mind if I get your email address? There's no seller's agreement or anything like that. It's a really cool system that helps put your home on the web out there, just in really cool places. And it also gives you a text code, a QR code. I was just going to send you an email, and then I got a special gift for you when I get there. Again, I'm not trying to get the listing. I just appreciate you and trying to give back to my community to help people accomplish their goals, dreams, and desires. Would that be okay? Get your email?
Sure, absolutely. My email is gmarino@aspenm.com.
Perfect. Okay. No, we are not cooperating with script. Okay. Hello, may I please speak to the owner? Here's the couple scripts. I understand that you're selling for sale by owner. Are you selling because you don't like realtors, or you just trying to save money? Just ask the question. If you know these scripts, it's so easy to go into whatever they say, right? Yes or no?
No, we're selling it ourselves. We don't really need an agent.
You know what? I appreciate your honesty. Do you mind telling me a little bit about your home? What am I going for here? The appointment. Do you mind if I follow up with you time to time to see how it's going? No. Why would they? No, don't call me. Okay. Do you mind if I email you from time to time? Do you mind if I friend you on Facebook and private message you? I mean, go for the appointment, right? You have nothing to lose. Okay, that's okay. Perhaps I know more about your home. If I know more about your home, I would have top of mind if I, met. If we could meet, I would, if that ever happens, whatever. That sounds really nice. So just the simple scripts. Get the appointment. Do you mind if I, even if they say no, we're not cooperating with agents? Okay. Do you mind if I ask you a little bit about your home? Well, tell me a little bit about your home. Boom. Do you mind if I stop by and take a look at it? I know you're cooperating. But if I find somebody that fits your home, I'm going to give them to you anyway. And would you mind if I, follow it up from time to time? What does time to time mean? Every week until they buy, die, or opt out, right?
Absolutely.
Put them on your target list. That's a lead. Don't give up. So here's some other scripts we're going to go into, and I want to show you actually the actual scripts. So you can get a copy of this PowerPoint just by connecting and engaging with the loan professional that sent you this class. But I want to get to this because I know we're running out of time, and Glenn wanted some time. So here's FSBO script number 4. Here's 5 top seller objections. Just if you know these objections, what commission do you charge? I think one of the agents on the call the other on our private Facebook asked. She was approached by a seller saying, hey, with all this internet stuff going on, I heard agents are taking less commissions for their services. So you have to, I mean, that's a good objection, right? So you have to find some way to bring value to that seller in a way that's going to make you not want to say, well, I'm worth it. You know, I'll follow up with you and I'll communicate and I'm going to put your home all over the web. You got to have a really good way to come up with that. So bring me a buyer and I'm willing to pay you 3%. I'm not listing with a realtor. Do you have a buyer for my home? These are all common objections, right? I have a friend in the business. The goal is to get the face-to-face, build a relationship. They will either like you or not like you, and it doesn't matter, but it's about them. Make it about them. Ask the questions about them and their family and why they're selling and how fast they need to sell. Get to know them when you meet. You know how it is when you meet somebody for the first time. We remember, and we talked about this in farming your database. We talk about FROG, family, recreation, occupation, and goals. How's your family? What kind of family do you have? Are you looking, find out about them, and it's amazing. They will open up, and you'll have a new friend. Whether they list with you or don't list with you, the goal is to build a new friend because they have 50 to 60 other people. Build the database. Notre Dame study. This is crazy, man. This is what I love about sales because I know this, all right? Knowing this should help you go, there's no competition. 44% of salespeople quit after the first time they hear no, 22 after the second time, 14 after the third, and 12 after the fourth. Who's left? 60, 70, 85, 1.5 people? There's nobody left, right? And if you do it, you'll be the one person. Nobody likes to be told no. It sucks, right? God, I got told, Glenn, I got told no 3 times today. I'm done. This stuff doesn't work. That's what I hear all the time. I'm not doing it anymore. It didn't work.
They didn't die, did they?
Yeah, the 4th time is when you would have went, bingo, I struck gold. If the people digging for gold quit after the first shovel, you think they would have ever found any gold? Or the second time or the third time or the 4th time? No. 92% of sales quit first and 4th time they hear no. 60% of sales close after the prospect says no at least 4 times. Just crazy. All right, here we go. Rebounding wins. Dude, when you brought this up at the last time we covered this, you want to cover this because I think this is so huge.
We're talking about here that very rarely does the first shot, the first attempt at anything go in, the first attempt at sales, nor the first time in championship athletics. In the 2013 Stanley Cup, Game 2, it wasn't the first shot that went in. It was the rebound, the second and the third attempt that scored the winning goal. The same thing in the 2013 NBA Finals. It wasn't LeBron James's first shot that went in, but it was his second rebound shot that went in and won the championship for them. So again, it's up to us. Be persistent. Persistence, will prevail. Until they tell you no, don't ever call me again, which is what they're not saying. They're just not ready to meet with you right now.
Right on.
Continue to be persistent.
Right on. Here's the thing. LeBron James, what is his percentage of shots that go in? Like the best NBA shooter in the NBA is what, 50%? 5 out of 10 go in? Does he stop shooting? He would have never made it to where he's at if he stopped shooting, right? Same thing for baseball. Like how many people get up and actually hit a home run every single time, or even get a base hit for that matter, right? .36, I think, or 3.2 was the best batting average in the baseball league. Guys, you can't give up. I mean, this is business. You got to take it like this is your passion. Obsessive. I'm not going to give up because it means one more listing, one more relationship, 50 more friends, family, and coworkers. That's what I think about every time I talk to somebody. You just have no idea who you're talking to. You just might be talking to a person that's going to give you 10 more deals over the next couple of years. You can't lose that. Okay. All right, Glenn, you want to so the start of the we got a couple other things to do this. So most importantly, this is a big one. Don't focus on the conversations. I said that backwards. Focus on the conversations, not the conversions. I think where us salespeople, we have scripts and we know, we kind of have it written out what we're going to say instead of listening to what other people are saying and reacting accordingly. Because they may be telling you their pain of why they're not listing or why their home expired or why they're not happy or why they need to sell. And you can, if you listen to that, instead of going and scripting, saying, have you ever been having a conversation and you say something to somebody and they go right into another question that has nothing to do with what you just said? and you kind of like shake your head and you go, what was that, right? You have to listen, focus on the conversations, not the conversions, right? How to do on that, Glenn? Is that good?
You did great. I mean, it's what you said before. It's talking about frog.
Right on.
Get to know them as people, because people like to do business with people.
Right on. So let's go to your screen, Glenn, before we get too late here. We've got about 10 minutes. Is that good?
Yep.
Show your screen. Oops, let me do that. Change presenter. Where's Mr. Glenn? Here. Oops, nope. 1 second, Glenn. There he is. All right. I'm going to change to you. Here we go. Did that work?
Well, if I click show my screen, it should work.
There we go. So Glenn's going to show us a busy schedule, to say the least. He's going to show us the actual letter that is made with that he makes up, and we're going to show you, and we'll come back in a second to show you where to get all this stuff done, which is Fiverr, Fiverr.com. So he's going to show us the actual flyer. He's going to show us a couple things that he sends out as far as letters. I think a bunch of you are asking, what do I say in the letter if I just leave it and don't show them like they're not there? Beautiful family, by the way, Glenn.
Scotty, I'm not seeing the screen on my computer, so maybe you want to bring it back.
It's your screen. We're seeing your screen, brother.
Okay. Well, then I need to bring up.
So whatever you're showing is what we're seeing. Yep, we see the flyer now.
Okay. Now let me get over here.
So here's the best part about this thing is it's working for a lot of people. What I'm hearing a lot of people say is it allows me to overcome the fear of approaching people that I don't know because I have something to say and I have something of value to give them. So it just feels better, and that's one of the things that people are saying. So it's a pretty cool. If you can overcome that fear, that little guy on your shoulder, we've talked about him before, that little guy on your shoulder going, Scott, what are you doing? You shouldn't be doing this. So that's where this is really paying off. So go ahead and take over, buddy.
Oh, well, most importantly, what I want to do is just show you what the script is. It's in the cover letter that you're going to prepare. A lot of the agents, what they do before they go up to the door and ring the bell, they actually take the cover letter out. They read the first paragraph, refold it, put it back into the flower pot because it gives them the confidence of what they're going to say once they ring the bell. They're going to focus on interviewing for the job of marketing their home should they decide to relist their home. So once again, it's going to be focusing on the marketing, and marketing. So let's take a look at the cover letter. You're going to create a cover letter which states, this is what I've already done for you. Since it's a Word document, you can paste in your own picture. Let's just take this to the slideshow. Let's go to, from the current slide here. Let's click on this full letter. I just want to let people take a look at what this letter actually looks like.
And you can actually get a copy of this. Just connect with the loan officer that sent you to here, and he can get you a copy of this PowerPoint, which will have these letters in it. So you can just take them, copy, paste, put your picture in there, and make them your own. Yeah,
this is a template for you to put your picture in there. There's only 4 things you got to change. That's how fast you can decorate this pot. This is what I've already done for you. You tri-fold it. It's got your picture showing. This is what I've already done for you. You're going to change the date. That's number 1. You introduce who you are, Michelle Sather. You notice that your home was listed for sale and it did not sell. That's unfortunate. I've already created marketing materials that will give your home great exposure in the internet. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Should you decide to remarket and put your home back in the market, I would love the opportunity to interview for the job to market your home. Please accept this gift, which is the flower pot, of marketing materials, of marketing materials that I've already created for you. Have a wonderful day. I'll check back with you in the next couple of days. Give me some feedback on what you think about it. And then when they open it up, you've got only 3 things in color that you have to change. So, I mean, you can't miss on what you got to change. You're going to create a property website, which, again, Scotty's going to tell you how you can do it, inexpensively. You're going to create a flip show that shows them the many ways that you're going to market your home. That's 17 pages of wow. getting them into 10 of the busiest realty sites, 8 of the busiest social media sites, on page 1 of YouTube, all sorts of great things that you're going to do to show them that you're the marketing maven. You're focusing on your marketing. You're going to sprinkle it with property business cards. You're going to print a brochure. You're going to be able to tell them, I can give you an e-postcard. All I need is your email that you can share with family, friends, and business associates. You're going to put in, here's the green part. Here's your last, the fourth part. You're going to put in the text number. And for those of you on the call, just write down 725-9304 and text it to 79564, and you're going to be able to see the big surprise that's going to show up in your cell phone, let alone in the seller's cell phone, that in today's marketplace, in the year 2014, every agent needs to be able to show sellers that their listing, their home, can be downloaded into a mobile device. More than 50% of the people 35 and under are buying goods and services with cellular mobile phones. Don't you think you got to have your product down into a mobile phone? And then you end up with, I'm going to give you a hits report, a Facebook listing page, and then here you are. May I have an hour of your time to show you all the marketing materials I've already created? I'm dedicated to your success and marketing your home. Call me today so I can start marketing your home tomorrow. And you get up here and say, you will not be disappointed. Thank you in advance for your time. So again, awesome. that was the cover letter. So that's the first thing. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go to the property website. That very first link was to a property website. I'm not going to go through and click it all, but as you can see over here on the side, you got the photo gallery, you got the virtual tour, you got the property. No, wait,
Glenn, you already did all this for me. Like you've already created all this. So, what if? I mean, man, you already have a property website? Is that what you're saying? That's my house right there, Glenn. That is my house right there.
That is the front of your house. And
yes.
And what's so great about all these agents that are on the call, you all have access to your MLS. And with a couple of easy instructions, we can show you, the LO can show you how to take the pictures out of the MLS. You're borrowing the pictures. This is a private link. You are not going to use these in your, once you win the listing presentation, you're deleting all these pictures and creating and taking your own. But to win the listing appointment, that 1 hour appointment, borrow the pictures, create the property website. That is the picture of the front of their house. It does have a virtual tour. It does have what's nearby in the neighborhood. It does have 5 brochures. They are absolutely impressed with you that you are a marketing maven, because the agent before you and the agent after you send them a postcard or a voicemail message. So using the pictures from the MLS, create a property website, copy the URL, put it into that first paragraph of your cover letter. The second paragraph talks about a flip show. Once you get that 1 hour appointment, you're going to go through this flip show. You can send it to them this is a URL, this is a site. You can send it to them. Again, if we click here for the live demo, I'm not going to go through all 17 pages, but again, they have the ability, they're going to be looking at all these pretty pictures. The first picture is the front of their house. That's not just some picture out of Google Images. That is the front of your client's house, the expired's house that was in the NMLS. And you're going to continue to then flip through these 17 pages telling them what it is that you do to market their home. And it's going to talk about virtual tours, and it's going to talk about getting them into 10 of the busiest realty sites. It's going to talk about getting them into 8 of the busiest social media sites and getting them on page 1 of YouTube and getting them highly ranked within Google. These are the things that are in that flip show. It's, again, it's going to give
so if I'm not familiar with this, I mean, here's what I understand is I can actually just read what's right there on the left side. So it says the goal of my online marketing strategy is to create demand among multiple qualified buyers so they compete to buy your home. So next, and so you don't have to remember this stuff. You just pull it up and read.
You just have to be an effective reader. This isn't like you've got to memorize it. The flip book gives you all of the verbiage, the text on the left side. You've seen the pictures many times because you're a professional. You've prepared for this presentation. However, your customer, the expired, is seeing the pictures for the first time. So they're looking at the glossy, nice pictures. You're being an effective reader. And at the end, it says, shall I bring up my listing agreement today so I can start marketing your property tomorrow? And then what we're going to do is, then you need some property business cards. And once again, I'm just going to click real quickly to the template. It's really just 3 things that you have to change on the template. And you'll be able to create property business cards. If we just click download.
Think about, now here's, man, I love this. So think about, you hand your seller, expired, FSBO, whoever, one of your business cards or 10 of your business cards, and on the back is a picture of their home, a text code, and the details of their home and an address that they can go to visit on the web. Does it bring power to your business card, do you think? I mean, do you think they're going to throw away your business card? Because if they throw away your business card, what's on the back? They throw away their home. You can't physically, I mean, it's really hard to throw away something that's mine. And like, God, like a website and a text code of like my home, I can't throw that away.
It is really hard. And what's so easy to do for this, Scotty, is there's only 3 things they have to do. They create the property website. So number 1, put in the name of the website in box number 1 up here. Box number 2 is an image. Go copy an image of their home and size it to fit in this box here. The third is a text box with address, city, state, bedrooms and bathrooms, and the text code. You're done with it, and then you're copying it. This happens to be an Avery label, 5160. So anybody taking notes, it's a 5160 Avery label, and you replicate it 3 across, 10 down. You'll print 30 to a page. You're going to take your business card, whatever realty firm you're with, you're going to flip it over, and these are gum labels, and you're going to paste these on the back of your business card. You're going to sprinkle them throughout the pot, and they're going to think that you're wonderful, and you can say, and I can produce as many more as you like, seller. I can produce them in multiples of 30 so you can hand them out to your family, to your friends, and to your business associates. They think they're handing out their home. In essence, what they're really doing is handing you out and making other people saying, wow, who did you get as your agent? They're pretty fantastic. So again, just to finish this off here, you know, you're going to put then you're going to print a flyer, which again, you can have your system created, or you can hire someone at Fiverr or someplace to create a flyer for you. You then are going to roll that flyer up into the 3 things that go into the pot now are the flyer, rolled up, color side out. You're going to put the property business cards. You're going to put the cover letter that says, this is what I've already done for you with your picture, and now you're ready for delivery. The extra happens to be that, you know, once you know their email address, you can say, I've also created this e-postcard. Once I have your email address, let me show you what I can send to you in the form of an e-postcard that, again, you can share with family, friends, and business associates. And then we get to the point here that, as I mentioned, you text this 725-9304 to 79564. That's in your cover letter. That was the 4th thing that you changed. And what's going to do, it's going to download the complete property website with photo gallery, with virtual tour, with what's nearby, all onto their mobile phone. And you're going to tell them, this is how I'm going to help market your home. I'm going to put a sign writer on top of the yard sign that's going to attract at least 6 to 8 buyer leads. As the snow melts and as people are driving around, we're going to get more leads because of this strategy. So then what you do is you're going to, like you said, you're going to sprinkle the property business cards, roll up the brochure, tri-fold that cover letter, and be prepared for a big wow. So what you're going to do is, you know, do you want to be the agent that sent a postcard, or do you want to be the agent that left them a voice message, or do you want to be the rock star agent that left them a flower arrangement with already created marketing materials, nothing being bought or sold? I would just love the opportunity to interview for the job and show you what I do, how I give you great exposure. You know, I'm looking forward to getting an hour appointment with you.
Hey, Glenn, so let me just steal back the screen here really quick. Dude, I just, every time I hear you say this, man, it's just like, really? Like, how can I not list my home with you? Seriously? You know what I'm saying? So here's the thing. Think about this. So it just makes me laugh. So if you are the first one that gets to present, right? And the next agent comes in and like, hey, okay, I did a market analysis, and here's what we think I should sell your home for. And of course, they're going to get to know you and ask a bunch of questions and stuff like that. But they haven't done anything for you. What is the seller going to think? Like, wow, okay, this is great. Man, I really like this person, but God, Glenn, he just did all this stuff for me. It's already done. Like, you know, and I love the takeaway sale, because people, the hardest thing to go, you know, Glenn, hey, if you decide that, you know, maybe we're just not a good fit, and maybe you don't want to work with me because your family, you know, is in the business, then you know, hey, that's totally okay. I'll just delete all this stuff, and, you know, it just goes away. No big deal. I can delete the text code, the QR code, the website, all that stuff. No big deal. So there's I mean, Glenn was showing the agent marketing system. So a lot of, it's actually the Agent's Unfair Advantage. A lot of people on this call, here's what I would strongly recommend. Get with your loan professional and say, hey, do you have the system? If not, just shoot, you know, go on the Facebook page and say, hey, what system's everybody using that they like? There's a bunch of them out there. God, I think there's 2 or 3 that everybody seems to use the most, so we can guide you in the right direction as far as that goes. As far as, like, or if you want to have a flyer template made, postcard templates, I'm going to give you the business card template that Glenn came up with. There's a bunch of directions. I don't know about you, but I don't. For $5, I want someone else to do it for me. While you're drinking a cup of coffee, you know, somebody's doing it for you. Just about anything you can think of. I mean, Fiverr.com. I'll put it right here at the top. Fiverr.com. They can do any of this stuff for you. So, second thing is get with the loan professional. If they have the system, great. If they don't, no big deal. We can guide you in the right direction, and we'll let them know what system that is. And most of them know what it is anyway. So, it's really super simple and really super cheap. And if your LO has it, it's actually I think they provide it for you. And I mean, you pay for a bunch of stuff to list a home; it's not free, and they help you with this system. So no big deal there. And to end this, I appreciate, man, we just had an amazing group on here, Glenn. So to finish this up, Facebook.com/groups/agent mastermind. Guys, there's 5,270. I took this picture just before class. There's almost 5,300 people in the group. A ton of activity going on there. An amazing amount of great questions in there, and I just love the activity. I've seen over 100 comments on one post, and it's just some agent said that it's just overwhelming. It's too much. So I wouldn't go in there and spend 2 hours. I would go post your question, and of course you can track your questions. Or if you see a question that somebody else asked, if it's a really popular, it's going to be at the top anyway. So just gaze down, you know, the part of the page. But that's where we're hanging out, and this thing's growing. We expect to be right around 10,000 in 45 to 60 days. So I really look forward to seeing this thing explode. And I love more than anything, either you have a success story or you have a struggle, or you have both. Maybe you had a struggle and you overcame it, and now you have a success story. Either way, don't be shy. Share it with us. We can't help you if you don't ask. And remember, if you post inside this private group, you will nobody sees it. Your friends, your family, coworkers. It's very private. So only the people in the group see it, and I can guarantee your friends aren't there. So that's all I got, man.
Screen real quick. You don't have the website showing. Show your screen real quick, brother.
Okay.
There you go. And then show the agent.
Okay, there you go. Facebook.com group. Sorry about that. that. So that's it. And here, actually, I just real quick, flyers, templates, Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com. And then the group, Facebook.com/groups/agent mastermind. All right? Glenn, awesome. Jamie, thank you so much for being here today. And next week, remember, we're doing a thing on Facebook, which I'm thoroughly excited about. I already have it, so I've met with these guys, talked with them. I'm really looking forward to it. Week after that, we have a virtual assistant on sharing all the stuff that she does. And so you don't have to do it. Think about money-making activities, what you're truly good at and what makes your money, and then that's what you should be doing. Let somebody else do all the rest. So READ, I typed that in. Somebody asked, what does READ stand for? It stands for reduce, E is eliminate, A is automate, D is delete. One of those 4. Reduce, eliminate, automate, or delete. That's what you should be doing.
I can always tell, Scotty, when you've had a great class based on how my fingers feel at the end of typing. This was, woo, brother. This was a good one.
Anything that we can cover?
Just reiterate one more time, folks. I know a lot of you. I've answered the question 1,000 times, and I can't keep up with the number of you asking. So just say it out loud. To get a copy of all of the things that you saw in today's class, to get a copy of the recording, to get access to the presentation materials, the scripts, the templates, and the the visual on what to include in your flower pots. All you've got to do is contact the loan professional who sponsored you on today's call. They'll be happy to provide those materials to you. Just get in touch with the loan professional. They can get you the recording, the presentation materials, all of that combined. Guys, and a lot of you are asking for it. Those scripts are included in the PowerPoint, so All that
Amen.
stuff is there for you. What to write in your handwritten note, all that. It's right there for you. Just contact the loan professional who invited you today, and they'll get you hooked right up.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So appreciate you guys. Honored to be a part of your lives. Just, I don't know, just exciting to see people succeed and be successful and help them with their success. And I just got to tell you, you guys help me just as much as I mean, it's just a team. It's just working with like-minded people. So when you ask a question, we all learn from it, including myself. And I really appreciate that. So there's no stupid questions. Please don't feel like you're...
Oh, audio problems right at the very end, Scotty.
So
I just lost your audio at the very end. I had you clear all day until the last couple of things you said.
Oh, sorry about that. Couple minutes. All right, everybody. Hey, thanks so much for joining us. Have a great day. Join us on Facebook, and we will see you right here, same place, same time on Agent Mastermind. Glenn, thanks so much, brother. Appreciate you, man.
You're welcome. Have a great day, everyone.